Hi all, this is Tony here, and I'll be doing a tutorial of I Know It Was the Blood in the key of F major. Now, this song is sung to commemorate the fact that, well, when Jesus died, he didn't take the penalty because he deserved it, but he took it because he loved us and because he didn't want us to suffer. Now, let's go through the song and then we'll come back and break it down. Okay, if you noticed that song was really busy, I was doing some chords in my right hand. I even had a lick. And I was doing a walking bass line in the left hand. Now, I just want to let you know, if you aren't up to speed on your walking bass lines or your gospel turnarounds, I have a video about walking bass lines and a video about turnarounds. Watch that and practice that before you get to this if you're not up to speed with your bass lines, because this is sort of intermediate right here. So I'm going to go through the chords of the song in the right hand first. I'm going to play through them, and then I'll come back and break those down. Then after that, we'll do the walking bass line. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, those are the chords. Now let's go back and break those chords down. Okay, so let's start with those right hand chords. You start with a little lick that you can play using the notes C and D, and it sounds like this. Or you can reverse it. Either way, you use this a lot in the song. Okay, so let's start with those chords. You start with an F major chord. This is just an inverted F chord. I know it was. For was, you have G minor. You have G, B flat, and D in the middle. So F, G minor, F, and you just play that twice. Now, while you're playing that, you can do that C and D lick in between the times that you play that F, G minor chord. For example, play the lick. Now, the third I Know It Was the Blood, you play. Now let's get you to that part. So you already had the first two go-arounds where you just played F and G minor. The blood, I know it was the blood, I know it was the blood. So that part. That is a G diminished chord. You have G, B flat, and D flat to a B flat major chord to an F chord. So I will do it slowly from the very beginning. You do the lick. F, G minor, F. Do it again. F, G minor, F, F, G diminish, B flat, F. Then you play a B flat chord again. This is a B flat chord to your F chord. Invert F down and then play C. Got it? Now, when I did the demonstration, instead of playing this, I just moved this F up to G. It sounds a little brighter, and if you accidentally overshoot and miss this F, this works too, in my opinion. Okay, so let's get to the next part of the song. Alright, this is an F major chord. Go to B flat, then go down to F. Then go back up to your root position F. Play it twice. Then play B flat, F, go to C. Now, you might be looking at this chord and thinking that this is a B diminished, but it's actually not. It's just a G dominant 7 chord, but the G is all the way down here. This is a G dominant 7th chord. You play the G in your walking bass line, but for all intents and purposes, this is a G dominant 7th chord. So to review, F, 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 B flat, F, 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 B flat, F, C, G dominant 7th, F, 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 C, F, C, F. Alright, now let's get to the walk-up. Okay, in your left hand, you are starting at A. You start at A, walk up to B flat, walk up to B, then hit C twice. So in your left hand. Now, you're going to be doing chords along with this. So your first chord is F in your right hand, F over A. This is a B flat 9 chord. So in your left hand you have B flat, and on your right hand you have the D and the F, which makes a B flat major chord. You add the A flat, which makes it a dominant 7th chord, and then you also add the C, which makes it a 9 chord. So this is B flat 9. Then you take that up to, in your left hand you take it up to a B, and in your right hand you take it to a, this is a B diminished 7th chord. Remember that B diminished looking chord we saw earlier? Well, in any chord you have, if you play the diminished and you add the 6th, you get a diminished 7th. So, you start at F over A, go to B flat 9, go to B diminished seventh, then go to F6 over C, then finally you play a C2 over C, then go back to your F. So let's do it again. That's going to take practice. F over A. Now when you have this B flat 9 chord in your right hand, you could just take your index finger and move it over to this B, and take your left hand and move it up to the B as well, and you have just turned that B flat 9 into a B diminished 7. It's pretty cool how chords are related. Then C2, after of course playing your F6 over C. Now, let's get to the walking bass line. Alright, so when you are playing the I know it was the blood, I know it was the blood part in your right hand, you're doing all of that over an F walking bass line, which if you watch my videos, you'll remember it's 1, 3, half, 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 whole, half, half, half. Same principle here. So when you get to the for me part, that's the only time when you deviate from using an F walking bass line. So let's go through it again. Now when you get to me, where you're playing the F major in your right hand, you can in your left hand go to your G arpeggio walking bass line, which is 1, 3, 5, 6. Then go up to your C walking bass line. So for me, so notice on the first for me, you are playing a G arpeggio walking bass line, which is the 1, 3, 5, 6 in G. Then you went up to an arpeggiated C, which is a 1, 3, 5, 6 in C. Then that takes you right back to your F walking bass line. Let me show you what I mean. One day when I was lost, back to your F walking bass line. Now for Died Upon the Cross, you're playing the B flat arpeggiated walking bass line. Now remember I said that you were playing the G in your left hand, and this is actually a G dominant 7th chord? This is where that comes into play, because now you have a G arpeggiated walking bass line. So, let me show you that again. Show you it slowly. From the beginning. F. Still doing the F walking bass line. G arpeggio, C arpeggio, Back to F walking bass line. B flat arpeggio. G arpeggio. Now we do the turnaround. 5, 6, 2, 5, 1 in the left hand. Then you do your walk up. So remember 5, 6, 2, 5, 1 while you're doing this. Let me show you. Show you it slowly. Then you do the walk up I showed you earlier. Now the last thing I want to show you is that little lick I was doing where it sounded something like this. That is to be used sparingly, because if you use too many licks in a song, it just sounds like you're being cute, and what you might run the risk of doing is throwing your timing off because you tried to do a lick and then your song just becomes a train wreck. So, the lick I did consists of a few chords. F, B flat, back to F, down to C dominant 7, down to F. So if you want to think about it using the number system, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Now all I did was take those chords and just syncopate the individual notes in the chord. Watch it slowly. So F, F chord, B flat, F. Then I went to C dominant 7, back to F. You can do it whatever way you want, but that's just one way to do it. Just make sure that you are 100% certain that you have the proper timing and that you understand all the fundamentals before you try to do all the advanced stuff. Well, Tony out. God bless.